Welcome back everybody to Sultan's game, a game that only consists of 4 cards. A card of conquest, a card of murder, a card of carnal pleasure, and a card of gifting. A card game that our own Sultan has played for the last 14 days, and it disrupted the court. It killed many. He conquered many. It was utter chaos. And when the Sultan finally beat the game, everyone thought, this evil spell, this witchcraft that captivated him is finally over. But it wasn't. Instead, the Sultan just laughed and told us, you know what? It's your time. You play the game now. And here we are. This is a RPG, choose your own adventure, roguelite, the story writing game, kinda. It's a unique thing that is already out and has an overall rating of overwhelmingly positive. We're going to check out the demo. I played the intro a little bit, and here we are. Your story begins. How will you end the Sultan's game? Will you win by drawing all the cards like the Sultan himself, or change name? Well, we're, of course, Zack. You come from a noble family that has served the Sultan for generations. Please, choose your family's origin. A merchant family, starting with 5 coins, traditional noble with a little bit more influence, or a military family, ancestral armor. I have no idea. These stats weren't important at all. I guess this is still part of the intro, but let's just give it a try. Let's be, traditional noble. Why not? That's why we dared to speak up, maybe? I don't know, let's go. Choose the personal ability you're most proud of. My wisdom, or my strength, my words. I mean, we already have a little bit of influence, right? So let's go with words, sociability and charisma. Conservative, old-school nobles are keen to keep slaves to show their authority, while open-minded young nobles influenced by progressive ideas tend to form cliques outside the palace. Which type are you? Conservative, 3 slaves, or we have a noble follower. I mean, in this day and age, in this economy, 3 slaves, let's go. What do you love most about your wife? Who has always accompanied you? Her valor, her wisdom, or her beauty? Maybe, I mean, we're apparently the one who has a little bit of influence, so she, physique, she can fight, man, that impressed us. For the Sultan, choosing a surrogate player was also part of his game. He ordered you to play in his stead, and pardoned you for any crimes you might commit to complete the Sultan's cards, be it murder, adultery, robbery, or even raising an army. Not because he particularly felt for you. He only did this in the hope that you can put up a more spectacular show in the game. Remember, you only have 7 days to complete the task of a Sultan card. Fail it, and he will cut off your head at the sunrise of the 8th day. Well, that's an offer. I guess I accept then. Your Grace, you must be familiar with the Sultan cards. If necessary, I can explain it to you in detail. Now, she holds the wooden box in front of you. Draw your first Sultan card. That's the one. She appeared in court, offered these cards, and everything is going haywire now in our kingdom. In our sultanry? I actually don't know the term. Well, we don't have a choice. Draw. A silver extravagance card. Note, the card includes 2 elements. Extravagance refers to what you need to do, which is like gifting something like money or slaves, and silver refers to its background color, its tier, that is. The tier of the extravagance target, silver, is the 3rd tier, which means you can only use it on silver and gold tier targets. You're not happy with the card you drew? You still have one more chance to change it today. I think that's actually very okay. Well, let's go change the Sultan card, chat with her progress. There's 4 tiers, there's still gold, there's silver, there's bronze, and stone. So this is silver, if I got that right? Chat with her, who are you? Yeah, who the hell are you? I'm the host who helps the Sultans, all the monarchs who are qualified to play the game, run their games. Now, I'm also your humble servant. I hope you will find it entertaining. The game is still in development and testing. You might not achieve an epic win, but you should try to complete as many Sultan cards as possible to explore those untold stories. In some special storylines, you don't need to resolve all Sultan cards to get a decent ending. Game tips, tiers, price of the game and daily life. Daily life. Joining the Sultan's game won't affect your regular duties, such as managing the estate. As a noble, you only need to lightly inquire about family affairs to reap rich rewards. Don't forget your status as a subject. I suggest you frequently visit the Sultan's palace to have an audience with him, at least ensure the entire palace isn't without your own people. Got it, I guess. You try to get a good look at her face. There's always some kind of supernatural miasma that manages to obscure your vision. Nevertheless, the mocking smirk that has arisen at the corners of her mouth is clear to see. Good talk to you. Yep. Progress. How many days have I survived? How many Sultan cards do I have left? I think there's 14 cards in the deck. We have one card every 7 days. We could change it, but I feel we're only gonna draw something worse, so let's keep this, I suppose. You drag your exhausted body away from the palace. The ministers silently watch you, some relieved that they weren't the ones to advise the Sultan, some secretly gloating, and others truly sympathetic. But none of this matters anymore. You've been drawn into the Sultan's game. The card in your hand burns like a hot coal, and you have seen 7 days to complete it. Then you will draw another card, fight another battle, and another, and another, and another. The carriage drives through the city towards your residence and bustling marketplace. The steamy bathhouse, the bustling crowds, they all recede behind you. Before long, you have arrived home, where your wife, already informed of the news, stands at the door waiting for you. You hasten your steps to embrace her. For now, you're still alive, and life must go on. Event audience for the Sultan has appeared, news in the bathhouse has appeared, and event managing the estate has appeared. Only 7 days left. Must quickly find clues to resolve the Sultan game. Alright, that's a lot of stuff that appear here. And as far as I can tell, because when you solve a card, it says, like, tap it to, like, break it, so to speak. It seems like this game is, was primarily developed for, smart devices. So that's why the UI is, well, okay, to say the least. Execution, well, that's what we try to not have. Okay, that's all the stuff that has appeared. We have a bunch of followers. That's us. We're Zack. Let's have a look at us. Yourself, a poor soul caught in the Sultan's game. Indeed. The chosen one. Ooh. So we have a physique of 3, charisma of 3, wisdom 1, combat 2, social ability 2, support 1. Support. The noble who supports you will speak for you in the court. Social ability. The ability to understand the intention of others or manipulate the intentions of others. Tax. Male, noble, protagonist, owned. Owned by the Sultan, I suppose. Maggie, your wife. Your late parents arranged this marriage for you when you were young. She's a wise and respectable woman. Although there's no passion in this relationship, your marriage is stable and peaceful. Even after you got involved in this deadly game, she has never shown any sign of leaving. Although you can occasionally hear her sigh. I mean, that's quite a pickle we brought ourselves into, so a sigh is appropriate, I feel. So, the 3rd level extravagant Sultan card. It has a silver texture. The illustration faintly depicts a scene of benevolent person donating his belongings, but unfortunately his face has been erased. Sociability on the card, 3. Okay, and our 3 slaves are these. A robust male slave responsible for various heavy labor tasks in your household. So he could fight wars, maybe. Zephyr. The fastest slave in your household, responsible for errands. He knows all the streets in the city. Fair enough. And we have Inal, a female slave who came as a dowry with your wife. She's an excellent cook and literate, a rarity among slaves. Okay, it's not stats, but okay. We have 3. What else? Good fame, infamy. Oh no. Okay, look at this move. A little bit sad that this doesn't make a little sound or so, but we can shake them. That's cool. Okay, good fame, infamy, influence, rogue name, and clairvoyance. Oh, great, good fame. Your reputation for doing good deeds. In this game, it also reflects the effort to avoid misuse of the Sultan card. Infamy. Your reputation for committing evil deeds, mostly from the misuse of the Sultan card. Influence. Your status in the court. We have at least a little bit of that. Rogue name. Your reputation amongst freemen, adventurers, and members of various factions, even criminals. Clairvoyance. Your sensitivity to various mystical things. Gods, spirits, and even demons. The higher the clairvoyance, the easier it is to see things that should never, be seen or heard. Like, I mean, clearly, the lady at the court with the Sultan's card is maybe a demon, probably something even worse. Bookstore business, managing the estate, news in the bathhouse, audience with the Sultan. I'm thinking, drag a card here to trigger thinking. Okay, what is this? 1001 nights. These are essentially achievements. That's why I said that this is a little bit of like a roguelite, so to speak. Because there's different endings, we have to play this multiple times, but if you essentially complete these achievements, like purchase 20 upgrades to the Fate Shop, etc., we get some Fate points which we can spend for slight advantages in upcoming routes, so to speak. A Steam player, how may I be of service? I don't want to talk to you. Okay, what if I just think? I hope this doesn't take... Okay, I'm thinking. Drag a card here to trigger thinking. I thought I just did that. Yeah, blip. So I guess we can't think ourselves. What about our wife? My love, my steadfast ally. So that's how we can evaluate what they think of us. What about you, Ina? Just regular followers, you can do anything to them. Great. Same with Aziz. Just regular followers, okay. At least our wife, Maggie, and trust in you. Extravagance, can I use this to think? This should also make a little bit of a sound. Maybe take the opportunity to decorate the house to meet the needs of an extravagance card. Event expansion has appeared. Aha! Good thing we did that. Yes, we just have to spend money. We could gift it. That was one solution. But maybe just spend money on our upgrade, but we don't have money. Well, let's do it anyway. You expanded your residence and took some time. Sprucing up your home can help you improve your governance income. Extravagance card, we don't have an... Oh, we have that? You only need to spend 10 gold coins. It is useless to spend more. Okay, we maybe should have chosen that 10 gold to start with from like the family background. Maybe it was just 5. Okay, that would be one way to solve it. We don't have the money though. Bookstore business. Is that ours? The Angler isn't the largest bookstore in town, but it's certainly the most refined and oldest one. If you're willing, you can surely find some good books here. Wisdom, social ability. You can visit the bookstore without spending money, but you can't buy any books. Most books can be read in the I'm thinking section, increasing character attributes. Spend 1 gold coin to randomly get a book. Bookstore owner. Nobleone's husband. People who truly love books will always meet here, albeit without greeting each other. Decide who goes to the bookstore to buy books. 1 gold coin for book money or library card. You can try putting some items on it. Maybe it will be useful. Okay, so we have to use our cards to make something good. Probably takes a day, right? So we could, for example, send our wife here. Spending money on books is never waste. We don't have the money, but maybe if she just talks, that could already lead to a cool result. Okay, that's one option. Let's keep that in mind. All right, there we go with the resource management. Audience with the Sultan. The Sultan, Sadani, Adila. The Sultan brings concert or slave girls to court. Noble spoking in court today. Frequent appearances in palace are necessary. Missing a friend only loses some benefits, but missing an enemy means not knowing what they plan to say to the Sultan. You can decide whether to send someone to palace based on the amount of support and opposed in court. Support and opposed come from randomly attending ministers and consorts, so try to get along with the people. 3 pieces of slander will trigger the Sultan's cruel missions. Visiting the palace can give you some intelligence. When the Sultan gets bored, the audience will temporarily stop, giving a chance to rest. Position. The noble who opposes you will fuel the Sultan's suspicion against you. Support, fatigue. News in the bathroom. Managing the estate. People are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, and opportunities. This is done automatically every turn. The higher the resulting value, the greater the gold income. Aha! Coin. You can use extravagance cards via I'm thinking to decorate the house to increase your income. We learned that, yep. If you get a card with a location tag, you can try to put it in. So, audience with the Sultan, Slenderer. We don't have a Slender card. We only have people. Man, we really need to get some resources. You can go yourself or send a follower. You can offer everything you have to the Great Monarch and say exchange for his favor. Using a Sultan card in front of the Sultan might be a madness idea. But bathhouse eavesdrops on all kinds of gossip in the bathhouse. The most successful, these check, the rarer the intelligence obtained. An excellent check can generate new rituals. Some items, entry fee is 1 gold, which we don't have. Send someone or go yourself. Okay, let's go with the estate. You need to ennoble to take care of things. That's only us. Maybe does our wife count? Anyone who can assist. So these are the stats that matter. It's wisdom and it's social ability. You have 2, 1. I mean, it's either us or our wife, right? And I want to go to court if that works. Can we make use of all our cards during events? I guess that's what we want to find out, right? So our wife, this makes it 4, 3, 3. So you two do this. Okay, that actually worked. Cool. Now we want to have an audience with the king. Slender, that's pretty much all, because we don't really have anything else. And then we have bathhouse text stuff, so I guess we can send some of the other guys. I mean, he's the errand guy, right? So you go to the bookstore. Only 1, but it's something. Aziz, I can't really do anything with you, but let's end the day. Let's try not to die. So what happens now? Frequent appearances in palace are necessary. Missing a friend only loses some benefits, but missing an enemy means not knowing what they plan to say to the Sultan. The nobles bicker like street ruffians, scrambling for food before the master. This is exactly what the Sultan wants to see. Palace intrigues have made the Sultan somewhat wary. Haha, look at how they panic. Sending someone there has at least one benefit. You can receive useful intelligence in real time. Ooh, there's a typo. Inside new arrival Zack Sultan. Walking in the Sultan's palace feels like breaking through cobwebs, moving through the gaze of the ministers. In this game, more and more things entangle you. The Angler is in the largest bookstore. Okay, so we gained an insight card. Good, nice resource. The Angler is in the largest bookstore in Storm, but it's certainly the most refined and the oldest one. If you're willing, you can surely find some good books here. Excellent bookstore, never turn away friends who just want to look without buying. Yes. The book in your hands picks the other's interest. Available 1 die, attribute 1. You need at least 2 successes to have a chance to pick the interest. If you are both nobles, the difficulty decreases by 1. Didn't send a noble. So we have 1 die. Extra, maybe, I suppose. Your wisdom suitability determines your full dice count, which... So we have a full dice count of 1, but we need 2, so we can't win this. Right? Click. Oh, I rolled, yeah. There was in the intro a little bit of a dice rolling, but that wasn't really that well explained either. 0. And we can't even reroll, not that it would have mattered, but there is a reroll chance eventually. But your poor communication skills prevented a deeper exchange with them. In the past, bookstores used to be places of escape filled with stories and fiction. Now, you're at the center of a story, seeing only metaphors and satire in every page, reminding you of the absurdity and the lack of compassion in reality. Okay, now managing the estate. That's actually surprisingly hard to read here. People are still willing to come under your roof. Yep, nodding, passing messages, shaking hands. The nobles can earn money without laboring. Now we have 4 dice, luckily. Roll. And I guess just the higher the better. We have 2 at least. For 3 gold. Gold is not the most important thing. What matters is that you're still respected. Don't worry, can't read that in time. Gold is not the most... Okay. You spend more and more time gazing at and caressing the Sultan card. During these moments, the house seems completely empty. You wander through the corridors, search the study, and rummage through the kitchen. Everything you need is still there, but everyone is gone. Only your wife occasionally breaks the silence, reminding you that the outside world is still relevant to you. At least 3 gold. Okay, nice. What is flyer? We have the best golds here. Welcome to have fun. Houses of Delights. On your way to the court, you run into Narval. This difficult fellow always opposes you, his colleagues, and sometimes even the Sultan. You were prepared to deal with his usual sarcasm, but he didn't say a word. He just looked at you for a while, with a meaningful look in his eyes. Did he have something he wanted to say to you? On the way home, you kept thinking about the look. Maybe you should find a chance to meet him. Event visiting novel has appeared. You can merge two identical cards by stacking them together and split them by clicking the number below the card. For example, if we have more gold, right? So inside. Some instinctive patterns you've seen through. In attribute checks, +1 combat, +1 wisdom, and provides 1 reroll opportunity. Okay. That's what it is. So that gives us each check. It's a little bit of a bonus. Okay, I'll take it. It seems like we really need everything we can get. Visiting novel. House of Delights. That would be another way to spend our extravagance, right? The Sultan card cannot be higher in tier than the Beauty. Which is, unfortunately, it is higher. Yeah. Juna. Many practice with the Juna before marriage to gain confidence one facing the wife. Just 2 gold coins, but if you want it to be double, you can spend it a corresponding extravagance card. Well, we don't have that. But only... Okay, if we... For 4 gold and with a lower grade extravagance, we could have done this. 1 person for physical joy, and a companionship of double person is to gamble. You can't ask someone else to help you with that, right? Okay, that doesn't help us at the moment. We also don't really have money to... I mean, it depends. Even a prostitute's death can cause public repulsion. Oh, okay, that would be another way. Because there's also the killing card. Yeah. We could, of course, just kill her. Yeah, because it's that type of game. Be careful, spending too much time and money on prostitutes may upset your wife. The prostitutes appearing each time are random. After igniting passion with the prostitute, additional events may occur. Fair enough. Here we have a little bit of gold. Visiting novel. Probably we gotta do this personally, right? Yeah. To show your sincerity, you must go meet him in person. You must bring a gift he likes, a reading material of bronze to your highest. So we need a book. Okay, back to the book. That is fine-ish. Managing the estate, you need a noble to take care of things. So back to the business. You only have 1. You have 2. I'm gonna send you with the 1 gold. Ina, thank you for your service. We will go personally to the court again. Could actually use the inside here. You may ask him for help, but you might not be able to affect the cost. Does it mean I could also do this here in the bookstore? No. Attributes check. Does it mean this is always in a... Managing the estate. Definitely a wife again. 3. We could put it in here. Maybe? Wisdom combat reroll. I mean, the higher we roll, the better, right? Not sure if I want to spend the insight yet. Use the I'm thinking to upgrade your house and get extra gifts. I mean, we learned that. But we need the gold. Maybe we get another insight? So we definitely go to court. Yes. You definitely manage the estate. Do I keep the insight or do I spend it? Maybe keep it. Let's do kind of the same turn as before. Let's see what happens. Can't make anything with that yet. We still have a few days left. Okay, I'm gonna skip this a little bit now. Let's see what happens. Opportunity, interesting. That's something, thank you. Just a stone, that is by far the lowest grade, but it's something. Okay, back to the bookstore. Practice of cultists, silver tier, wow. Okay, and we have a chance. You need at least 2 successes to have a chance to pick their interest. So how are these dice set up, by the way? Is it always essentially just a coin flip? Well, we can't influence this, so let's hope. Oh, come on. Both failed? Well, we still bought a book, I suppose. No better change. A poet kept by a nearby client has been writing satirical poems about you lately. Annoying and persistent like a fly. Verbal sparring, duel, praise highly, seek the Sultan's help. We're not gonna seek the Sultan's help. He's gonna laugh at us. Has been writing satirical poems. Verbal sparring. I mean, you could also just praise him and annoy him even more. Let's do some verbal sparring instead, though. We're good at that, right? Influence -1. What? You are furious and curse the poet frantically. Your frantic state leaves a deep impression on people, and the poet quickly writes a humorous satirical poem to retaliate. Your name is accompanied by laughter for a long time. Great. Okay, managing the estate. 3 successes. Come on. At least 1. Not getting better. 2 gold. Isn't a nice dish to everyone's taste? Okay. Still the same. So we're 4 gold total. So we can visit this guy, though. Wait, let's look at the book first. Charisma 2, Magic 1. After reading this book, you gain Charisma 2 and Magic 1. You need at least 4 points of wisdom to read it. How much wisdom do we have? 1. So we can't even read the book. Great. And he needs bronze or higher. This is silver. This is so much better. Well, we gotta do this. We only have so many dice. Oh, wait. Okay, I guess this is an instant event. I hope we didn't end the day. Naval's front gate is tightly closed, clearly not intending to entertain any unwelcome guests. He certainly doesn't welcome you, and under normal circumstances, you wouldn't even think of visiting this enemy of yours. But you can't forget his meaningful glance. Naval certainly isn't afraid. No, wait. Is he not afraid? Is he not afraid you would kill him? This annoying fellow has embarrassed you in public multiple times. Has he forgotten that you can now legally kill him? Thanks to the Sultans card game, so to speak. Yes, I can kill him now. You can't help but think, as long as you draw a bloodshed card that would acquit it and prepare some henchmen. You can bring a little gift when visiting, wait until he lets his guard down, then strike a fatal blow. Or, even if you don't kill him, you can force him to explain what the glance of his meant. Question mark. Naval seemed to have expected your arrival, but he was a bit surprised by the gift you brought. He paused for a moment before taking practice of cultist, and then suggested going to a quiet place to talk as he had something to say to you. Yeah, let's go. Meeting. Naval takes you to a secluded, deserted forest. If he has something he wants to say. Isn't that a trap? That sounds like a big trap. Option insert a bloodshed or carnal the card. Oh, so we could kill him or, you know, be carnal with him. We don't have any of that. We need money. Depends on the soul. Well, let's just talk to him then, I suppose. Opportunity. Wait, what is opportunity? An opportunity with boost risk and rewards and attribute check +1 stealth and survival. Fair enough. Let's just normally talk with him, I suppose. I guess we just... audience with the Sultan. We could maybe send our wife in here? Yes. But we need the money, so we'd rather have her manage the estate. Which also only... I mean, one of our helpers could do this. So you for 2, you... Inside. You know what? Let's use the bonus. Let's do this. So this has been activated. We still have you 2. I guess I could send one of you in here. Oh, but the bathhouse. I mean, let's spend 1 gold. Oh, it doesn't need to be... Send someone or go yourself must be a noble. Ah! We should have chosen the noble followers. So far, having these guys wasn't really worth it. Let's still buy a book. 1 gold, I guess, is fine. Okay, that's all we can do. And the day, we already lost some influence. That's not good. Execution day is slightly getting closer. Okay. You're carrying out the sacred task given by the Sultan on you. You deserve support in the palace. Inside information. Let's have some... Oh, let's make some bleed again. What? You're carrying out the place and have made the Sultan somewhat wary. Fatigue. When the Sultan's fatigue accumulates to a certain level, he will leave the court for a while, leaving you space to breathe. Aha. Being far from the center of the whirlpool of power often makes it easier to be drawn into the abyss. Okay, Naval takes you up to a secluded place. Naval stood under the shadow of the date palm tree for a while before he spoke. I have heard about your situation. This is a disaster, he said in almost a sigh. Everyone will be dragged into a whirlpool of fear and suspicion, living lives worse than death, especially you, Zack. You will do unimaginable things to survive. You will kill your loved ones, lose your wealth, trample on distant lands and betray your wife. But after the game is over, what will you get? A title of vizier? We both know the Sultan doesn't need wise ministers. He stepped closer and lowered his voice. Do you want to end this game ahead of time? Do we have a way? You asked invulnerability. Totally nailed that pronunciation. As long as the source of the disaster is dealt with. Are you talking about the Sultan? Wait, do you mean regicide? Faced with such bluntly spoken words, Neville looked at you calmly and honestly, nodding slowly. It's not easy, but it's the only way to free this land from the Sultan's rule. You were silent for a long time before you asked. How do you plan to do that? It's not I, it's we. Or even you. Only you have the hope of accomplishing this with the power grafted onto you by the Sultan, Neville said. We need an army. We need someone to open the city gates for us, and the Sultan has a strong magic ring. We must seize it to have any hope. He detailed the regicide plan to you, looking serious and determined as if he had thought it over millions of times in his mind. You suddenly remembered many years ago when you first saw Neville in the palace. He was a cynical young man, crashing countless times without knowing when to stop. Gradually, Neville's family became more and more neglected, and no one wanted to associate with him anymore. Nafal? Probably more Nafal, right? But I mean, I already went with Neville, so let's just call him Neville. You know, we are the chosen one to play the Sultan's game. We can call people whatever we want. You always heard your colleagues complaining about him and ridiculing him at the banquets, and later they stopped saying anything at all. No one could change the Sultan and his rule, and with this opposing voice gone, the palace settled into a uniform fighting in an unspoken silence. You don't know when he completely lost hope with the Sultan, or when he started brewing his nearly impossible plan. But suddenly, you understood the look in his eyes a few days ago. Hidden within, it was hope. Hope. But why do you dare to tell me all this? Aren't you afraid I will report you to the Sultan? You had the chance, yet you didn't use those cards on me, did you? Neville smiled. I was just betting that you haven't completely submitted to his game yet. Well, maybe I just didn't draw the right card, my friend. You don't know anything. So, you delve deeper into the relevant details. When the moon climbed up the tree, Neville bid you farewell with a kind of apology. I'm sorry. To avoid the Sultan's suspicion, I can't help you openly. When you need me, send me a message and we will meet here again. You nodded to show your understanding. Ooh, frenemies, +1 of this, roguelike resource. Thus, under the moonlit night, a secret pact was signed. When your hands clasped together, perhaps it is from this night that the path of destiny begins to turn to another ending. Intent to rebel. That's the bookstore again. Open mind, new book. We roll 1. We're gonna fail because we need 2 successes. Yeah. Well, still, we got a book. Okay, 5 for the estate. Come on, at least 3. Man, we are not lucky with that. We could reroll. No, let's go with that. 5 gold coin at least. Thank you, Maggie. This is new. Change of dynasty. Market news. The commercial street grandly opens, offering a wide variety of products with excellent quality and low prices. Alright. What is this? Beginning of the fall. Is the story about a courtier who completed one of Sultan's game? No. I guess we completed one. Completed only. Frenemies. This is the story of a courtier who worked with his enemy to launch a grand rebellion. You already have too many followers, I don't want to be one of them. On the contrary, you need someone who can oppose you, to remind you, correct your path, and tell you would rather kill me to get rid of me. Claim. I want to claim my rewards. Thank you. Okay. It's House of Delight. Equipment merchant. This is where you can buy equipment. Place enough gold coins into the corresponding slot to purchase the items. You can purchase multiple items at once. Items will restock every 7 days, and this is cut off. That's a little bit sad. Silver equipment, great sword. Combat 3. Blade of the Ancient Kingdom. 20, 10, 5, 5. Small round shield for 1 combat. We have 8 gold, we still need more. Intent to rebel. That's just a card we could eventually play. Open-minded. After reading this book, you gain Wisdom +3, Charisma -1, and Physique -1. You need at least 1 point of magic to read it. Do we have magic? Probably not, right? No, it's not even shown here. Inside information. Okay, wisdom, sociability, reroll. That's something. Audience with the Sultan. Could we use the intent to rebel? We could actually speak this to the Sultan. Interesting. Ooh, in exchange for his favor. Could we tell him? Adi. Another consort. Noble speaking court today. Very fatigued. Position. News in the bathhouse. Did we learn anything from that? We gained... Oh, did we gain anything from this? I'm not even sure, honestly. We still need to manage the estate. We want the money. So, Maggie again. Xavier, at least 3. 4, 1. Let's go with this. Change of dynasty. What was this again? The Sultan's reign is eternal, theoretically. You need to uncover and ready ideas in people's mind that are strong enough to oppose this concept. Additionally, you need a powerful army capable of controlling the capital. Yeah, Richard side plot. The Sultan's magic ring one ally with at least 15 magic. That sounds very hard to gain. Both of those. Use the special token to open the city gate, and you need a troop with combat strength of at least 20. That would be probably already one ending. But we need to get these necessary things. I wanna find out if we intend to just straight up tell the... Okay, that would switch it out. Might as well. We're gonna tell him. Let's snitch immediately. Probably not a good idea, but let's find out what happens. No, I would like to use this. Couldn't we use one of those before? Opportunity? No? No. Okay, not for this. So 3 here. Bookstore business again. I would like to send you. You have 2. 3, 1. You know what? I'm gonna give you the inside information. Maybe we actually get something good for once. I just want to find out. So you don't help us. Open Mind was a book. We can't read that. Thinking would probably be the reading, right? Everything in the book provides you understand it. Event Open Mind has appeared. Huh. But we need the stuff, right? Reading can improve yourself, so develop a bit of reading. It requires at least 1 point of magic. Yeah. There are no attribute requirements for girls who love to read. Oh, maybe so we could also maybe train our wife? Because she likes to read, maybe? Maybe. So it doesn't need to be us. That's just something to keep in mind. Fair enough. Okay, let's end the day. Let's find out what happens now. By snitching! Audience with the Sultan. There we go. What? No! You publicly declared the Sultan's atrocities and your intent to rebel. Everyone thought you were mad, including the Sultan, and thus you were executed. That's not what I thought that would do. I wanted to snatch! This isn't funny, you were executed by the Sultan like a jester. Back to the start of the round. I thought I would snitch. Okay. Fair enough, we can still do all this other stuff, luckily. So I see you guys in a second. Okay, here we go. We have the expansion ready. We have the 10 gold. We have the extravagance card. We're gonna do this. I got another book, which we should be able to read. Because we have at least 2 wisdom, I'm pretty sure of that. So we're gonna read this. No, wait, not? How are we? How do we? Don't have anything. Wisdom is actually our worst. Sociability. I lost another influence through a random event. I don't know. It seems like we keep losing influence no matter what I do. So it doesn't mean Maggie could read this, maybe? Oh, she could. Interesting. Didn't expect that. But I'll take it. And can we still manage the estate? Yeah. Actually, I would really just need the money, you know. Sociability. 2. Again, doesn't really matter with these guys. Secret. Probably just more stuff. You know what? Let's go with that. Let's use what we have. Bookstore. I'm gonna send you again. Oh, we don't have any gold to even buy a normal book. But sure. And Aziz, you're just here, man. Copper merchant, no. News in the bathtub, can't do that. Can't send you. Okay, let's go with that. Still 3 days left. Well, after this 2. Audience with the Sultan. Well, we're not there. We're still slender. About your misdeeds, your disrespect. Okay, someone slandered us. Silver, that's not good. So, fatigue. Well, what can we do, right? I'm gonna roar the bookstore. Oh, success! First time! Didn't expect that, honestly. They discussed some topics from the book, but you gained real-world information from it. Mystique, nice. In the past, bookstores used to be... Okay, so we have Mystique card, which I can't look at right now. Expansion, nice. You've made some minor improvements to your place. Extravagance, there we go! This is what I meant. Tap the screen to break the completed Sultan card. Break it and release this evil energy inside there. Look at this, change. So we did that. Expanded residence, nice. A vacant room now. We have these cards. Managing the estate, people are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, and opportunities. Nodding, okay, that's managing the estate with 3, and we only rolled 2. Are you kidding me? Do we get reroll? Yes, you know what? I'm gonna use this now from the 1 card. Again, just 2. Are you kidding me? How bad are we at rolling in this game? This is so terrible. Hunter's Tales. Reading can improve your skills to develop a habit of reading. Yeah, we actually sent Maggie in here. So she has now more stealth and more survival. I mean, we made her strong at the beginning, right? So she's the one we sent into combat eventually. That's what our wife is for, right? There we go. We actually won this. Maybe there's also an incentive to make use of all your days before you fulfill one of these cards. Conquest. There we go. Bronzed here. Now we need to win something. Okay. Yeah, now it resets the execution. So maybe I should have made use of this extra day. But good to know for, upcoming things. Bronze. Second level Conquest Sultan card. It has a bronze texture. The illustration faintly depicts a king being crowned. But unfortunately, his face has been erased. Combat 2. So if I make this a thinking thing. Without a single soldier, what land can be conquered? You look out the window through the buildings of the city and see the mountain looming in the distance. Event this solitary one has appeared. Where is it though? There. Without a single soldier, only the towering peaks, those pure lands covered in snow year round. You can conquer them with your life. Each person can only use their own life to conquer it, and thus it's a conquest even the Sultan cannot achieve. Failure will lead to death. Nice, we need survival for that. That could be worked here. Any consumer that can help you, of course you take action. Oh, personally, not... Why do I have my wife for that? Yeah, dang it, I'm so bad at survival, guys. Do we even have one of these? This one would give us 1 survival, but an item might be better. Or we make use of what we have, right? That is the achievement thing again. Claim. Interesting, no, it's just that. We don't even need to murder or indulge into carnal pleasure yet. But we would do vacant room. What is this doing? An empty room created after your recent renovation. It can be rented out and managing the estate. Ooh, that's cool. Mystique. Yeah, that's just 1 extra help for an event. Decoration 1. So I can put this in here. You can try putting some items on, maybe it will be useful. So this should give us, hopefully, a better chance to roll fine or something like that, I suppose. Again with this, for example. So maybe that's just a permanent buff, but we did that. I would like to do an audience again. Change the dynasty is going to take a little while. House of Delights, well, we don't need to have carnal pleasure. We need still money. We need everything, really. Never been to the bathhouse. Let's do this. Some gold. 3-2, maybe that's good enough. Might as well send you still in here with the gold to gain a book. We need to level up somehow. Still nothing at the audience with the Sultan. Our main stats aren't really that good. Well, none of our stats are good. 5 for news at the bathhouse. Oh, 1. How am I so unlucky in this game? You couldn't get a word. At least we get a little bit of an omen for enough. Ship-putting, whale hunting, audience with the Sultan, more slender against us, great, he gets more and more fatigued. So maybe that's idea, go to the Sultan unless he's, or until he's fatigued or so. Again, we failed, well, we got lucky once at least. A person suddenly approaches you, showing you a bundle of old items, claiming they are treasured, passed down from your ancestors, and asking you to buy them back. You inspect them, some are good, some are clearly fake, but some seem worth appreciating. I only want the best. You thief? No, I'm not interested. I only have 1 gold. I only want the best. Maybe? There are indeed some notable items here. You picked out a few delicate trinkets related to your family and decided to buy them. Event, I only want the best, has appeared. Managing the estate, 3 rolls. We gain 1 success for 2 gold coins. Thank you, Maggie. You tried to list your vacant house for rent. It didn't take long for someone to find you. Ooh. You spent one more time gazing to find me. Oh. So more another follower? What does it mean? Event rides outside the city has appeared. Oh no. And more stuff happens. That's all the events. What is the return to the start of the round? Back to the start. That's all our cards. What did that mean? Girl returning the book. Yeah, that was another event that was like a homeless home renting. Wait, let's have a look at this. Barat. Foreign merchant, vacant room. You posted a notice for renting a house and soon a foreign merchant came to rent it. You have a... yeah, 3 gold. You can collect rent every 5 days for 3 gold. Nice. Finally something good. Thank you. What's this? Foreign... Another merchant, I suppose, right? Luxurious lease agreement. A luxury house rented out to a foreign merchant can collect 3 gold coins every 5 days. Dreamer's necklace. Who should be sent to collect rent? Items of significance for foreign merchants. 20 gold, 10 gold, 5 gold. Forgotten gold. Mantle, charisma, magic. That's actually... Ooh, there's magic. We could use the 1 magic from the mantle to then read... Oh, we don't have the book anymore to learn, I think. So we had this thing about... There was a beggar girl and I just gave her the magic book. That was the thing. Yeah. She wandered near your house. God only knows how she found your house. It seems she wants to return the book. This is an excellent target for harm. Besides, you're conscious no one will blame or retaliate against you. After all, the Sultan's game thirsts for blood, and it is good if inconsequential blood can be used to satisfy. So there would be solution too. If we had the murder card, we just could murder her. But I guess we just accept. Oh, it's gonna take 1 more day after this. Divine Steed rides outside the city. Oh god, that's so much. I only want the best. 3 gold coins. Well, we have that, I suppose. Let's get the very best. Maybe there's actually something useful in here. Rides outside the city. Helping others. I must handle this myself. Well, I'm not there. Divine Steed. One experienced hunter. Our wife? 3. 3. I guess finally Aziz can do something. Let's see if I can give him some... This Mystique gives 1 point. This gives Opportunity, Secret. Some Mystique maybe. Oh, more companions, more health. I'm gonna send you 2, 2, 2. Someone swore that they had seen a pure black horse in the wilds east of the city. It was elegant and slender, with satin-like hair that shone as it ran, seeming to fly with the wind despite lacking wings. Many hunters tried to track it down and tame it, but they all returned empty-handed. Let's do this. Our wives still need to manage the estate. We need the money. Or... No opportunity, Omen. Those don't help. Okay, no one to do. Guide to Palace Etiquette. It's probably... During this book you gain accessibility. Okay, that's just straight up like that. But we need, of course, our hero to... That's still a trade-off of resources, right? We still need to spend ourselves, so to speak, to get better. But this is a straight-up upgrade. That would actually be great. But we have some great stuff here right now. I want to see what's gonna happen now. Okay, more slander. Influence +1 somehow. The Sultan is thoroughly tired of the endless debates and probably won't attend court for a few days. Your recent actions have not aroused any suspicion from the Sultan and your influence has increased. Nice. Funny thing, and he is now tired, which is a good thing. Girl returning the book. You asked her 3 questions about the book's content. She answered 2 correctly, and the 3rd one she summarized better than you remembered. We never read the book because we don't have mana. or magic, so we are actually too dumb to read the book, but okay. She wants to thank you for your kindness. After giving her a meal, a bath, and non-smelly clothes, you gained a smart servant. Ooh, she really did return the book, which is great. So we gained the book back, and we actually have a smart servant. Nice, that was great. Managing the estate, come on, you two. 4 successes! Oh, that's the best we ever had here. Come on, give me 20,000 gold. 5, I'll take it, thank you. Man, Maggie, at least I can kinda wait for you. There's more here. Only want the best, yeah. Among the antiquities that the swindler, or perhaps not a swindler, was selling, there were indeed some things worth noting. You picked them out, and although reluctantly, he gave you a price. After some bargaining, you brought them at a very reasonable price, though these little things have little value. With a bit of maneuvering, they can enhance your prestige, letting everyone know how illustrious your ancestors were. +1 influence again. Divine Steed. Ooh, yeah, that's about this. 4. Following the hunter's guidance, you lay in ambush for several days and finally saw it. The pure black steed stepped into the shallow ripples of the oasis in the enchanting moonlight, its fur shimmering as though it held a light. Seemingly catching your scent, it raised its head and looked towards your hiding spot. You almost dared to not breathe as it gazed out at you from afar. When you 2 successes, we have 4 dice at least. Come on! Once! Yes! I'll take it! Give me the steed! The steed steps gingerly, seeming hesitant. However, it soon snorts and approaches you. I mean, it's not us, because we are just somewhere else, but it's our 2 friends. The shimmering lights reflect in the water, creating a path of scattering brightness behind it. It lowers its head gently as it reaches you. You touch its warm forehead, feeling as though you've touched the generous gift of a deity. We have a steed, and these 2 get +1 survival. That's great. I clicked it, thank you. So this day has been won. I guess we could also kill the steed from the 1 Sultan card, maybe, under your roof. I guess let's claim those for the moment. Steed. I want to look at the steed. A pure black divine horse. It is said that it will choose its own master. Physique, charisma, survival. Can I equip this, maybe? Or how is this supposed to work? Well, we just have it. I guess we could also send it into the... Can we... Okay. Thank you. But I had to wonder, can we send it into the bathhouse? What can we do with a horse? Still cool. Okay, can't really scroll, but with the mouse it's kind of fine. Lumera. So we have a new servant. Okay, 2 wisdom at least. Genius girl. Many people can read, but she has a careless trait that enables her to effectively carry out the guidance from books, as long as it is feasible, regardless of good or evil, regardless of difficulty. She can read any book without restrictions. Okay, so we could really, really, really buff her and just straight off give her every single book, and we could make her super overpowered. I think that's a good thing. So give the girl the book. That's so good. Open-minded. Doesn't mean she already read this. 3 wisdom. Pretty good, actually. So that's the idea here. We still need to conquer something. Interesting that we didn't get the kill someone, for example, or carnal pleasure, but that's the Sultans game, right? I gotta admit, I'm intrigued. This is a cool resource management kind of RPG, choose your own adventure, roguelite-ish game, or with like a little bit of roguelike element. Main menu, again, that's where you spend your points here to... Or maybe more like... Sorry, in the Fate Shop you spend your points. We have 4. We could afford, for example, to start with +2 combat or +2 stealth, which is nice. This one costs 2, add 5 gold coins to initial funds. You know, every little bit helps in this game, I dare say. Sultan's games, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I was able to showcase what this game is about. For me, it gets a thumbs up. I find this very intriguing, cool presentation. Could, you know, a little bit be polished on the technical level, but I guess it's mostly due to also having been developed for mobile devices. But yeah, that's my opinion as always. Please tell me what you think. If you want to check it out for yourself, link is as always down below. Stay awesome, and we see each other in the next video.